And now we're going to the strawweight division as we have Jomar Pak stepping up here, 20 years old. Got the strawweights going out here in Brave. Not a lot of organizations trot out the strawweight, but we have found some real talented guys out there. And Jomar Pak, one of those dudes.
That's one of the things about Brave Combat Federation's ability to showcase what's out there. The strawweight division is the example that Brave puts out there. I mean, we have the 52 kg division in Jomar Pak from Team Lakai.
He's undefeated, he's 20 years old, and he is lightning quick. He may look like he's about 12 years old, but this dude is an absolute beast. He is a terror, and he is gonna be very amped up for this fight. We remember that he had that absolute war at Brave #1 with Stephen Lohman, and he just eked out the victory. Pretty impressive.
Right, yeah, that was fight of the night. I mean, out of all the fights that night, I mean, the strawweights went home with it, you know, so I'm expecting the same from Jomar Pak tonight. He's the bigger fighter here, and he's got a tough competitor against Atif, the Hawk.
The Little Hawk.
The Little Hawk.
The Little Hawk, you're absolutely right. Jomar Pak, Team Lakai, Philippines.
The Pac-Man.
Let's get our next competitor inside the cage.
And let's welcome his opponent to the cage. Put your hands together for Atif Mohammed.
And here comes the Little Hawk. Atif Mohammed, 23 years old, originally from India, trains out of Bahrain, has actually been training in San Diego.
Yes.
So you actually been seeing him around the gym, and man, he is ready to take his game to the next level. He is ready to make that record back to 500 at 2-2.
Oh, yeah.
And he is so motivated right now.
Well, let's talk a little bit about that record with him. When he first started, he fought in India twice with zero experience. Since then, he was able to put up an impressive fight to make the national team in Bahrain. Was selected to be one of the few selected to be on that team. Since then, he's turned things around. He's trained around the world. Now he fought in the first Brave event, was the first person to win, and now he is stepping up here again with a new revised version of the Mohammed Atif.
No doubt about it. And the Little Hawk is in there. You take a look at the tail of the tape. 3-0 for Pak, 1-2 for Atif. 20 years old for Jomar Pak. Let's go up for our official introductions.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this next bout will be 3 5-minute rounds in the strawweight division. Let's introduce our first warrior. Fighting out of the blue corner, he is a mixed martial artist with 3 wins and no losses. He stands 163 centimeters tall and weighs a ready 52.2 kilograms. Representing Team Lakai and fighting out of Baguio City, the Philippines. Put your hands together for Jomar Pak. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, is a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 1 win and 2 losses. He stands 160 centimeters tall and weighs a ready 51.6 kilograms. Representing HHSK MMA and fighting out of the Kingdom of Bahrain. Give it up for Atif, the Hawk Mohammed. Your referee is Fabricio Montero.
Fabricio Montero is your official for this one. Is the Little Hawk, Atif Mohammed, taking on Jomar Pak. 3 5-minute rounds of the strawweight divisions. The Little Hawk in the blue, in the red, Jomar Pak.
Expect fireworks in this one, man.
Don't blink.
Atif's has some fast hands. Let's see if he can put him on display tonight.
Jomar Pak stalking here, taking the center of the cage. We saw at the weigh-in, he threw that big Hadouken.
Yeah.
And he just threw it actually on his introduction, man. He's obviously a big fan of Street Fighter.
Atif he's a character, man. He's a character. Once you get to know him, he's a funny guy. Well, it's great to see him out here, you know, following his dream. When I first met him,
nice one, too.
Those are those fast hands that I'm talking about. when I first met this kid, and he's talking about he wants to be a fighter, and I want to be a professional fighter. I was like, man, there's not even a 52, a 52 kg division out there.
Yeah.
And now look at him. He's displayed out here. He's following his dream, and he's putting in the hard work.
The cool thing about Brave is they're willing to go out there and find those straw weights because they are out there. There is a division for it.
That's a good counter there from Paak.
The interesting thing is it's a pretty big opening for Brave to kind of be the leader of the strawweights if they can find those guys and put them on display, because there's really not a lot of places to go, a lot of promotions that even have strawweight fights.
Right. No, I mean, the talent it's out there. We found Atif from India. He's an incredible athlete. I mean, looking at those hands. And Paak, he's no slouch in this fight. One of the things I was curious about Paak is when he had that fight of the night, he looked tired and gassed out. So maybe questioning, see if his cardio is going to be able to hold up, because Atif will be going all night.
Yeah, 100%. Just walking him down right now.
Yeah, a little bit of a filling out process from both of them. And some good combinations.
As quick as Jomar Paak is, Atif's just a little bit quicker.
Yeah, he's a little
but
bit.
I think the power advantage might go to Paak.
I think you're right, yeah. No, the different sizes for sure. Atif actually walks around below the 52 kg limit. I mean, he can barely fit in those shorts right now. But yeah, Paak was actually cutting weight to make the weight. So
inside leg kick, now throws a head kick. Atif with a little bit of a grin.
Yeah, Atif looks a little like he's having a little bit of trouble there with the size advantage there of Paak.
Yeah, just a little bit more stout, a little bit of a bigger build is Jomar Paak.
Yeah, but Paak's got some good experience. I mean, look at the way he's moving. He's holding himself very well, in the spotlight.
Got a bunch of little scrappers there with Team Lakai, man. A lot of guys his size that he gets to train with, and these guys, from what I hear, have some pretty nasty training sessions. These guys are killers.
Yeah, there's Atif with a nice right hand that just barely misses. But he sets it up really nice. He throws in a double jab and then throws in that right hand over the top. Nice and clean. One of the things that I've noticed about Team Lakai guys, I mean, they throw those little kicks, you don't see them coming. They set it up really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, they're starting to build a really nice reputation, and we talked about that before. Brave kind of being that platform for these guys, being able to kind of be those professional fighters, make a decent living, and be on a really nice stage. We're talking 48 countries that are seeing this broadcast. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, let's see what Jomar Paak can do. Again, good movement, kind of just filling out. And then
ooh, big uppercuts there. He threw 3 or 4 shots there quite fast. I think he may have gotten one in there that landed.
Yeah, one definitely landed on there. I saw Atif's eyes kind of roll a little bit. Atif starting to take this a little bit more serious. No more grinning from him.
Yeah, that smile kind of hides things. A big swing and a miss there, the head kick. These guys still going full throttle, 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, we definitely have a lot of respect for each other.
Having a little bit of fun is Atif, and you want to be careful. We've seen that backfire on fighters before.
Yeah,
kind of get into that showboaty thing. And
yeah, definitely don't want to end up on a highlight reel there.
No. You don't want to be that guy busting into dance moves and getting knocked out.
Yeah, I don't want to don't want to go viral.
Exactly. You want to go viral for the right reasons.
That's right. Yeah, well, he's throwing. Paak is throwing. Looks like he's throwing Atif out of his game by just throwing those kicks.
Nice little flurry there by Atif, though. Atif, I think, is in the best position when he can kind of continue to coming forward.
Yeah.
You kind of look at his eyes. It's fun to watch his eyes.
Yeah, well, hardly any damage in this one. So, it's hard. It's going to be a tough one to judge.
Yeah, it will. Yeah, it's a pretty close round for either fighters. Just kind of filling each other out. We saw a few combinations. We saw a few hints at some flurries, but we haven't seen a ton of action yet.
Yeah, I really don't know which way to go on that one.
Of course, these guys are doing more in 5 minutes than some of the fighters are doing in an entire fight. So,
Yeah, and they have, there you got Hamza Koheji on his corner, in Atif's corner.
The cool guy.
The cool guy, Koheji.
Yes.
The local Bahraini hero.
Now he's going to be in India on the Mumbai card, so that's going to be April 22nd.
Yeah, can't wait to see him fight there as well.
You know, and the cool thing about Brave is we're staying consistent. We're doing a lot of events and getting these guys their fights. You know, they're not having to lay out for 3 or 4 or 6 months before they get a fight. We're giving them the opportunity, so it's great.
Yeah, I mean, our matchmakers have selected these guys for a lot of different reasons, man. And a lot of it has to do with talent.
And building around them.
And building around them, exactly.
We're already seeing some stars tonight just on this card. Guys like Sawadi, guys like Al-Salawi that have just looked absolutely insane.
And Alan Omer.
Alan Omer, I mean, that's a guy that could just take the whole division. So here we go, round number 2. It's Atif in the blue and Pac in the red. Blue versus red is easy to work with. Strangely, they're in different corners, though.
Yeah, I don't know, who did that? Yeah, I think Atif needs to be a little bit more aggressive. He needs to work harder because he is a smaller fighter, and his punches weren't very effective in causing any damage. Whereas Pac was able to kind of stun Atif a little bit.
Big spinning kick attempt.
That was actually a really good one. That was sneaky and fast.
Atif, you know, if you're going to be that smaller, quicker fighter, you got to be able to do a little damage, and you have to be able to add those strikes up for the judges. Either that or get a nice ground game and get some takedowns, and we're not quite seeing that out of Atif yet.
Yeah, we're definitely not, but Atif's having a good time.
Oh, he's certainly having a good time.
But he needs to take this fight serious. There goes those fast hands.
You better believe that Jomar Pac's taking this very serious.
Oh, yeah. Jomar Pac's going to take this one.
I mean, this is his life. Same with Atif. You know, Atif, I give him a lot of credit for going out to San Diego, going to the States. And,
huge knee that stunned Atif right there.
You know, being able to invest in yourself and be able to travel all the way to the States to kind of train with the best. I mean, that's a great step for him to make.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And he's been training with some of the best guys that they brought over from Russia. In the stable in Bahrain.
Oh, so in KHK MMA, yeah.
Oh, KHK MMA has been bringing up some of the best sparring partners out there for the amateur team, and then Atif, of course, trains with those guys. And he's kind of like one of the leaders there in kind of building up that amateur team.
Atif, he's feinting a lot. You know, it's like he's wanting to throw, but he's just not willing to commit.
Yeah.
There's a big combination, just misses.
And he's just barely, just off by just a split
Yeah, but
second.
he's just quite out of the range. The time's not quite down for Atif Mohammed.
Yeah. Pac came in shape, man. He is good. He is looking really good right now. He's in control. He's not letting Atif in. He's really using his range, his distance very well. See how he's throwing that jab out? You know, he's kind of measuring Atif with that.
It's a good opportunity right here for Atif when he can get him that close to the fence to do a little bit of damage.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, Atif is kind of walking him down, but he's wary of Pac's man's ability to counter off an overcommitment. Pac's doing a really good job. Really, really good job countering Atif.
Now, I mean, you've spent a lot of time with Mohammed Atif. What about the ground game? You know, is that something we can maybe see him do, or is he just going to stick with the stand-up?
Oh, he enjoys the stand-up. He's definitely more comfortable on the stand-up. And if he goes on the ground, he's a scrappy dude. I mean, I'm trying to keeping this guy down, man. He's fast, man. He's fast on the ground. It's going to be hard to put him down.
Well, the only reason why I say that is because that could maybe be something he could score some serious points with if he went for it and he committed himself and he got a few takedowns on Jomar Pac.
Yeah, he needs to mix it up. And I think we've had this kind of theme of the day is have some fighters that have been successful are the ones that have been able to mix it. Atif needs to at least attempt a takedown, try to make him think a little bit more about the takedown, and not just stand there and try to, you know.
Now trading combinations here. Atif threw about 3 or 4, connected on one, and then Jomar Pac did the exact same.
Right. And I think Pac's been getting better of the exchanges. That's a good leg kick there from Atif.
Something he should go back to the well and do. You look at those big barrel legs of Jomar Pac. My goodness, those thighs.
Wow, there's Atif just ate a nice stiff jab from Pac. Yeah, but if you look at Pac, look how he keeps that at hand. See how he just pumps it. He's just constantly pumping it. But we're keeping Atif in distance. Just pump.
Great strategy for the Filipino fighter. And here we go.
And what he does,
walking him down is Atif.
He waits for Atif to try to close in as he's pumping it. He's using that momentum to start a flurry. And it's really working very effective on this one against Atif.
About 40 seconds left here on round number 2 as Mohammed Atif continues to walk down Jomar Pak, but he's not doing a whole lot with it. Jomar Pak answers with a nice shot to the body.
Yeah, I need to see some flying knees, some attempts to finish this fight, but it's really not going there.
I feel like the opportunities are there for Atif when he can get Pak up against the fence like that. That's when you got to close distance. That's when you got to go for that combination. And he just holds off a little bit too long and allows the lateral movement of Pak to take him out of harm's way.
Yeah, he's definitely he's not evolving in this fight. He's not adjusting himself, and that's going to cost him this fight if he doesn't adjust.
But is he doing enough to take the round? I mean, it's hard to call.
I mean, if the fighter,
I don't feel like Pak's doing a whole lot to take the round either.
But his striking is more effective than Atif.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily the volume, but the effectiveness of the strike.
I would really like to see some more action here in this third and final round between these two. Who's going to want it more? Who's going to take the third and final round? I think whoever can take this round convincingly can take the whole entire fight. So, Team Lakai taking on KHK MMA. That's a matchup you're going to see.
He needs to mix this up if Atif wants to win this fight. He needs to finish this fight. He's down 2 in my book. Jomar Pak is looking, he's being very patient. He's moving really good, and he's more effective.
What a fight here. These two strawweights putting on a good show here, and the crowd's actually appreciating it. Fun fight here as we see the lightest weight class go to work here with Brave Combat Federation. We've seen some heavyweight action. Now we see the other end of the spectrum here. Third and final round.
Looks like these strawweights can go all day.
Ooh, and Atif comes right out of the gate with a low kick and a left hook.
And he eats a counter. He eats a counter from the Pac-Man. And again, Atif needs to get in there.
There's only one Pac-Man in the Philippines, bro.
I'm just calling it the Pac-Man because Pac. Yeah, man, Pac-Man. How about Pac-Man?
Yeah, that's fine. We can work with that.
Huge head kick.
Huge head kick, but he gets to the ground. But Pac can't capitalize. Atif's quickly to his feet. Didn't even give him a chance to think about it.
No, didn't even give him a second. All right, well, I'd like to see a little bit more activity there from Paak. It is still anybody's fight. Somebody can drop somebody.
Outside leg kick there by Paak, and if he can continue to put those together, it may help him.
Those were good punches from Atif.
He gets in and he gets out. That time he did connect a few times. Atif is playing the game. If he can be a little bit more aggressive and land those punches, I think his strategy is pretty sound.
Every time he leans in, though, and really
commits
for those punches, he keeps getting tagged by Paak.
You better believe that those legs have a lot of force in them, Soto.
Good counter. Good counter.
There he goes. Oh, and a big right hand. And Paak stunned him. And he's grabbing onto that neck.
Atif is defending it. Good.
Great defense.
Yeah.
But he ate a big shot there by Paak. A nice right hand. He ain't seeing a smile anymore.
No, he's definitely not smiling.
Dialed in.
He's getting that inside leg kick there from Paak. Paak's starting to get loose a little bit more now.
These Filipino fighters have some just fantastic power in their fists. And we've seen it from a number of them. And they just really tough to deal with. Atif switching stances here, trying to make Paak think, but not willing to really step in and go.
Yeah, he's got to commit. At least mix it up with an attempted takedown. But now he's stuck in a situation where it's the third round. He's probably down two rounds. He's got to finish the fight, and he needs to finish the fight the best way he knows how, and that's with the right hand. So he's kind of limited himself right now. By not mixing it up.
Right against the fence.
There it is.
Great opportunity, but Paak thwarts it once again.
Yeah. No, I mean, Paak's, he knows what he's doing. He's waiting for him to overcommit.
But you can tell that he's kind of listening to his coaches, too. He's playing, a nice right hand.
Atif.
Atif gets one of his own, and now he's starting to feel it. Now Atif is coming after it, but he doesn't want to leave his head out there, though.
He's leaving him off the hook right now. Good movement from Paak.
But a nice answer by the Little Hawk. He kind of got that momentum again. He kind of got his swag back.
Got that swag.
But at the same time, he didn't capitalize when he should have.
No, he's got to realize that there's only a minute and 40 seconds left on the clock.
Too hesitant.
And he needs to really put some damage in here.
Both been shown that they do have power for this division, though, as they both kind of staggered each other.
Yeah.
It's kind of even at this point. And I think you kind of play, it's kind of a gamble to kind of fight with that confidence and kind of play around and do a lot of taunting.
Yeah.
I think some judges don't really agree with it, and they can kind of penalize you for it. And some it doesn't seem to bother, but some judges do not like it. So it's kind of a gamble that you take unless you can finish the fight.
I mean, yeah, if you're in the first round, and you're dominating the fight, then it's good, But when you're at this point,
it's kind of a mental game,
Yeah, you're throwing a mental, yeah, exactly. And you're in the third round though, and you're down points. I mean, it's not the time to be doing that.
Atif though backing him up against the fence.
Let's see if he capitalizes here. I mean, the fighter stands straight up.
Oh, nice combination there. He's throwing it out there.
But look at the angles that Paak does. He steps just with his back foot, just off the center line, and comes in with a straight right.
Walking him down. Mohammed Atif needs to pull the trigger here. He wants to have fun.
Huge right hand there from Paak.
This is a guy that definitely has fun, to say the least.
Yeah, no, it's definitely exciting to watch.
The time's ticking, not much left in this one. Nice combination there by Atif. Able to connect. Outside leg kick. This is a great way to finish up the round.
Let's see if he lets loose here. Oh, nice cut there.
And he drew blood there right at the end, and Atif may have come alive at the right time.
A little too late, though. It's a little bit too late.
I don't know. I think this decision is not quite as clear-cut as you think. Really? I'm serious. Wow. I don't know how they're going to see this one. I think it's going to be really, really close, though. Okay. I think we could even be looking at a split.
Hey, you know what? It's all everybody's perspective.
Well, folks, we are going to come back with that decision. Keep it right here. Brave4 Unstoppable. And welcome back to Abu Dhabi here, Brave4 Unstoppable, as we still are awaiting, they're tabulating the scores as we speak on this very, very exciting matchup in the strawweight division between Mohammed Atif and Jomar Paak. Wow, like I said, super close. I'm going to go ahead and ask your prediction on this one. Do you think Paak took it?
When you think about the effective striking versus the volume, right? Because that's kind of the concept that we have.
So if you're playing judge.
If I was playing judge, man. I would have to.
I know Atif's your boy. Now you tell me what do you think?
Atif is my boy. Atif is my boy, 100%, right? But I really feel like just Paak just got the better of him today.
Yeah.
He was just more effective with the striking. Atif just let him off the hook.
I'm gonna go the other way, and I think that Atif stayed more busy.
Okay.
And I think in the eyes of the judges, maybe his activity may have done him enough to get that decision. Now we're about to get the decision here. Just give us a few more seconds as we wait for Carlos Kramer to get inside of the cage. I'm excited to see this one. This is going to be a close one. I think it might be a split.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got our official decision. We go to Carlos Kramer. Here we go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what a fight that was. We go to the judges' scorecard, and we have a split decision. Your first judge judges it 29-28 Paak. Your second judge, 30-27 Mohammed. And your deciding judge scores it 29-28 for your winner from the Philippines, Jomar.